don't know what's wrong with the way I'm talking right now. Get it together. I'm probably not gonna go anywhere else ever again. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. It is Hot Mess Budgets. Today I have my cash envelope stuffing for you guys, for my wallet and my sinking funds. And then as well as we're going to be talking about my goals for 2022, some new things, some changes coming up. So I'm excited. This video is going to be long. So grab your popcorn, grab your coffee, your tea, your wine, whatever you have at this moment. Sit back and relax and enjoy this probably very long video. Today my cup says more self-love. I 100% support that. More self-love, we all need that. I'm gonna set that aside for a minute because we about to get into our cash envelope stuffing. This cash envelope breakdown digital sheet I got from the Crafty Budgeter. I will link this down in the description box below. I used this in my last cash envelope stuffing. Groceries, $200. Week 1 gets 100 and week 2 gets 100. So 20, 40, 60, 81. I'm really excited. I got some new cash envelopes. They aren't here yet. I have a new cash envelope binder that is here. I'm gonna be putting my cash envelopes in that binder today. 20, 40, 60, 81. I got a new wallet. I got a new purse. It's gonna be a lot of changes. Well, I don't want to say a lot of changes, but some fairly new changes to my sinking funds and like the way I budget next year. So yeah. Next is restaurants. It's gonna get $40, which is 2 20s. Guys, your girl caught COVID. I'm over it now. But yeah, last Wednesday, I want to say, I started feeling fatigue. Quick story time. I started feeling fatigue. I'm going to stuff my cash envelopes while we're talking, but I'm going to do spending and it gets 30, 2 20s, and 2 5s. I started feeling like super fatigued and I was going to the gym. So I'm like, why do I, normally when I go to the gym, I don't feel tired. It gives me energy. 10, 20, 25, 30. And so then the next day I developed a cough and I told my fiance, I said, I have to go get tested. And I don't really go anywhere. The only other place I can remember that I went was to my niece's Christmas concert. And even then I had on a mask, hand hygiene, all that good stuff. And I still caught it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thank God. I am truly blessed because it could have been a lot worse. Household is going to get $15 in ones. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The worst night was probably Sunday. I had, not this past Sunday, but the last Sunday, I had a fever of 101 and a very, a terrible headache. I can't even explain it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, I still have a little cough. It's mostly mucus. I'm sorry if this is disgusting, but I'm a nurse and I'm used to nasty stuff. So I still have a mucusy cough, but I feel so much better. I feel back to myself. I'm probably not gonna go anywhere else ever again. That was it for our wallet. Now we're just gonna get into our sinking funds. I'm just stuffing my emergency fund today. It's gonna get $206. That's what's left right here. So I have a new system and I actually created this myself. This is my new sinking funds tracker. And then I also have a budget binder that I created myself. It's got a monthly budget where you could put your bills, your expenses, savings and sinking funds, debt, and then your total at the bottom. There's a paycheck budget. There's a weekly check-in. And then I put my sinking fund tracker in here too, but I think I like to keep it separate. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this in my emergency fund, and then I can show you guys my new sinking fund and savings wallet that I have, and then we'll go ahead and get our sinking funds counted to see how much we have. So yellow is not my favorite color, but I do like it. I like all the colors of the rainbow. I'm not a too picky of a person. But I got this from Amazon. I think it was like $9, maybe $8, and some change. But it's nice and stiff. I'm gonna take these out. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of my cash envelopes that I had in my previous sinking funds binders and just put them all in here. So that's one of the changes that is coming, is that all of my sinking funds are going to go down into one binder. I just feel like it's simpler that way for me, and I don't know, I just want to be very simple and to the point. Like, I don't want to do too much. I know I was going to get out of hand and get 3 different binders, one for my high priority, one for my low priority, and then I was going to get one specifically for holidays and birthdays. I was going to get envelopes for every birthday, every person in my life that had a birthday. But I decided that was like doing the most. So I am just going to stick with one binder, and hopefully it will work for me. If not, I still have 2 extra binders. Actually, I have a lot of these cash envelopes binders, y'all. I should be ashamed, for real. So let's go ahead and get into stuffing these and counting what we have. I'm actually really excited to see what I have in here, because I have just been, get it together. I have just been stuffing this emergency fund. I don't know how much is in here. I haven't counted it, so I'm excited. Okay, let's go ahead and just add our $206 to it, and we're going to, let's go with, what color should we do? Might as well stick to the same color that the print is. So emergency fund today is gonna get a plus, it's gonna get a plus of $206. So let's go ahead and count how much we are going to have. First, let's get it in order. This is looking pretty nice. Okay. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. $745 in our emergency fund. That's good. And then I'll go back and fill out my trackers off camera just to save some time. House emergency fund, it doesn't have anything yet. So I'm just gonna leave it blank. But I do believe in my budgeting plans for next year, house emergency is going to be getting funded next year. All right. General savings, I don't have a cash envelope for that yet, but it is coming in the mail. Wedding. Wedding, we have 101. Oops. We're not adding anything today, but we have 101. This is also something that's going to be getting stuffed pretty heavily next year. Our wedding date is June 3rd of 2023. We want to pay cash for our wedding, so that is the reason why. It's because we got engaged last December in 2020, but we want to pay cash, so yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get to the amount we need. $5 in personal. Alrighty. Dexter doesn't have anything. He does need a bath, but nieces and nephews. So I'm turning this cash envelope into what's called back to school. So I have decided that I wanted to start helping my sister pay to help the girls go back to school. Like if they need school supplies, clothes, shoes, anything they need to go back to school, I feel like it'd be nice if I pitch in. I'm not adding anything, but I think there's, well, I'm pretty sure there's only $10. Yeah, there's $10 in here. Clothing doesn't have anything, and it's not getting anything. Security, not getting anything. It's $10. House decor. So this one, I'm actually gonna have a fall / Halloween house decor and Christmas decor envelope. Actually, I'm not gonna have an envelope for them, but I'm going to be saving for them. They're all gonna go in my house decor envelope. Doesn't have anything, and it's not getting anything for all three. Okay. Vacation. I am supposed to be going to, I can't remember which Carolina, but we're going to a wedding next year, so I'm going to be saving for that. It doesn't have anything as of yet. I also, another change that I did was I took my beauty envelope out of my wallet, and I'm going to keep it in my sinking funds binder, because one, your girl is no longer getting her nails done. I did these myself. These are dip. I just figured, I love getting my nails done, but I feel like $60 every 2 weeks is kind of ridiculous. And I'm the type of person that I like to get my nails done every 2 weeks and not once a month. So I've decided that this is just going to be like if I wanted to get some more nail stuff for myself, or I also have been retwisting my hair. I have locks, because that was another thing that was like, I think my hair lady charged me $70, $65 every 2 weeks, or once a month. I feel like things that I can do on my own, where I can save money, especially since we're trying to get married. I got a lot of things financially planned for next year. I think it's a good idea that I take going to get my nails done and my hair out of the budget and just do it myself. It's not getting anything, and it doesn't have anything. Holidays, this is another crazy one. It's not getting anything, and it doesn't have anything. Okay, so the deal with holidays and birthdays. With holidays and birthdays, and then back here I just have my snowball deck. So the deal with holidays and birthdays is I have everything planned for next year. Let me go ahead and just, holidays and birthdays are not going to get anything, and they all don't have anything in them. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Excel sheet. So I'm hoping that you guys can see this. I hopefully can, when I edit this, I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. But so what I did here was, for birthdays and holidays next year, I came up with an amount that I wanted to have by that date. So for example, Valentine's Day, these are all birthdays on this side, and then on this side is holidays or events. So for example, let's start with Valentine's Day. Goal is to have $80 by Valentine's Day. So what I did was I decided that January, my first paycheck in January, is when I wanted to start putting money aside for it. So what I did was counted how many paychecks I had from my first paycheck in January up until Valentine's Day. I don't have the specific number here on the Excel sheet, but whatever amount of paychecks I had, I would divide that by the amount that I wanted. Okay, so let's say that there was 4 paychecks in between your first paycheck of January and Valentine's Day, and you want to have $80 by that date. You're gonna take $80 and you're gonna divide it by 4. That'll give you $20. You should have $80 if you're saving $20 a paycheck. By Christmas, as you can see, Christmas is right here. My goal is to have $700 by Christmas. I am starting April 1st of 2022 by saving $37 a paycheck. So let's go ahead and make another example. Say you want to have $600 for a vacation and you're going on vacation in June. There are 10 paychecks in between when you start saving for it and the actual vacation. So I said 600, and then you want to divide it by the 10 paychecks that you have. You should be saving $60 a paycheck until you get there. So I know that I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna do one more example because this is kind of, at first this was difficult for me to understand. I can't remember where I saw this at. I think I got this idea from the Budget Mom. I'm not sure. But this was a long time ago and I wanted to try it, but I just never could get myself ahead enough to be able to do it. And so now that we're starting with a new year, I feel like it's what better time to do it. For example, we are in January of 2022. So let's say that you have payday on January 7th, and then you have another payday on the 21st. So that's 2 paychecks in 1 month. And we're gonna use Valentine's Day as an example. So counting from your first paycheck of January until Valentine's Day, how many paychecks do you have? There's one on the 7th. There's one on the 7th. There's one on the 21st, and then there's one on the 4th. So if you're getting paid bi-weekly, I'm using bi-weekly as an example because that's how I'm paid. So I'm paid on the 7th, the 21st, and the 4th. So that's 3 paychecks, and your goal is $80. So 80 divided by 3, you should be taking $27. I would round up $27 a paycheck until you get that $80. So in my example, $27. So I'm starting on my first paycheck of January, saving $27 a paycheck until I get to Valentine's Day. Now, you don't want to overdo it because you have to remind yourself that there's still other areas that you're going to be saving, which is why I didn't start all of these holidays and birthdays on my first paycheck of January, because that would have been like a lot of money. So like, for example, my first paycheck of January, I'm going to be taking $27 for Valentine's Day, $40 for my best friend's birthday and $40 for my aunt's birthday. And then I'm going to be taking $14 for my nephew's birthday. So now that we have looked at that, let's go to our first paycheck. Whoops. Let's go to our first paycheck of January so you can see how I budgeted this out. So this is my first paycheck of January. After putting in all my bills, all my expenses, and of course, paying myself first with putting money into my savings, which is my emergency fund, then I can move on to funding my sinking funds and my savings. So what's down here at the bottom is my sinking funds and then my debt payment. So here you can see that I have everyone's birthday written out and all the holidays written out that I had in my previous cheat sheet that I just showed y'all. So I said for Valentine's Day, I wanted to give myself $27 a paycheck. So you're going to see that there's going to be $27 taken away from this paycheck, my January 21st paycheck, right there, and then my February 4th paycheck. Well, this one is $26 because if you round up, you'll have enough. You'll be over a little bit, so $26. But that is basically what I'm going to be doing next year. I'm going to go back to the cheat sheet so you can see again. For birthdays, basically budgeted the amount that I wanted. I started it on a specific date and divided it by how many paychecks I had in between the date I wanted to start saving and the date that the actual event is. Whatever that number is what I'm going to be taking from each paycheck. The reason why this helps is because, like, for example, down here, you see I'm saving $4 here, $8 here, $17 here. It allows you to be able to save the money in little increments. Like, you, instead of having to do $100 a paycheck or something, it allows you to be able to still have that amount that you wanted, but it's just you're taking longer to save for it. I do have some pretty big expenses coming up next year, like the wedding I plan on putting aside $1,500 for that. And I would like to start putting money aside on my second paycheck of January. Now, there's no guarantee that this is going to, you're going to be able to save. Because things happen, which is why you have your emergency fund. But sometimes things come up and I know I'm not going to, there's not a guarantee that I can for sure save each paycheck, but it's still, every little bit counts. I am going to be saving $80 for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day $80, Friends Day $50, Halloween and fall decor $150, $300 for Thanksgiving, $700 is my goal for Christmas, and then $300 is my goal for Christmas decor. And then, like I said, the wedding that we're going to next year, my goal is $1,500. And then my best friend is graduating law school. So I don't have the exact date yet, but I did say that my goal amount is $100. So once I find out the date, I'm going to try to calculate how many paychecks I have between that date and the day that I want to start saving. That way I can just be saving a little bit here and there to get to my goal. Our wedding, I would like to have $10,000 by May 31st of 2023. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be butthurt if by that time I don't have 10 grand. But my plan, if we go back to our 2022 budget, and this is what I meant by I literally sat here and budgeted all of 2022. So this is all of my paychecks. This is up until December 28th of next year. And I also keep a calculation every paycheck of how much I would have by that paycheck. So by December 28th of 2022, I should have $4,285 in my wedding savings, and I would only need $5,715 to go. So that's why I say I'm not going to be butthurt if I don't have $10,000 by May 31st, but I know that I'm going to be somewhere close if I just stick to this plan. And then these are my goals for birthdays next year. And the thing about it is, guys, like, you have to be honest with yourself and you have to be honest with the people around you. I've got a wedding that I'm saving for. We just bought a house. I am in debt. I'm trying to get out of debt. And I know this is something that I just reminded myself about. I said that I wanted to go to a refresher class so I can get back into the hospital. I'm not going to be saving for that anymore because I have decided that I want to go back to school next year. And I'm kind of in the middle of not knowing what the heck I want to do, to be honest with you. I just thought about it. I don't think I have the mental capacity to go back into the hospital. I feel like I'm in a different place in my life, and I feel like I need something more along the lines of having more independence when I'm working and autonomy. So, and I feel like going back in the hospital, I won't have that. And I feel like going back to school, getting my degree, my master's, and becoming a nurse practitioner, I will have a lot more autonomy in my decision making. Of course, there will still be physicians above me, but I would have a lot more flexibility in the things that I can do. I can open up my own practice. I can go anywhere. I would prefer to do that. So I'm not going to be saving for my refresher class. I have gotten rid of that work envelope. And then I'm going to be also, whenever I have extra money, putting it towards investing. I know I said that I wanted to start getting into investing and trading. So that is one of my goals next year, any extra money to throw towards trading / investments, and then also throwing towards my debt. My financial goals next year are more geared towards saving for just basically saving more than paying debt. And I know that, a lot of people, they're gonna probably think that that's not good, but I want to get my wedding out of the way, get that stress off my back, and then I want to start paying my debt. I want to put, go 100%, 10 toes down into paying my debt. I just feel like right now I can't get this wedding off of my back. And I want to do that so I can put all my focus towards paying my debt off, because I have a lot of student loan debt. So that is something that is a big thing for me. I did also have a goal to get a new car, but I kind of, had a little talk with myself. I really want a new car, but I don't need it. My car is functioning. It runs, it gets me from point A to point B. I work from home. I don't really go anywhere anyway, so it would be pointless for me to get a new car. So that is crossed off my list of things that I want to get. So I've been doing a lot of like self-reflection, self-evaluation, and it's just, I want to get some things done. And I feel like this year I have been sitting a little stagnant and playing around with my money. And for those of you who don't know, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I am 26. I'll be 27 next year, and I got to put my big girl boots on and get my shit together. So it's going to be a lot of changes next year financially for me. And I hope you guys stick along to watch the journey that I am about to go on. Again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss a hot mess video.